It's a terrible cover story, really. DPxDC AU, where, when trying to make a cover story for why Jason is suddenly legally alive again, Bruce and the rest of the fam come up with a story that they had found the body of a child that looked just like 15-year-old Jason after he had gone missing, and went straight into grief-stricken panic and assumed the worst. Jason had come back to them later. Let's say he's 22, 23 here, after recovering from amnesia, and DNA tests confirmed it's him. They claim they exhumed the body and had the DNA tested, and it came back, and they make this name up, completely believing that, since enough people have similar names, this won't come back to bite them, as Danny Fenton. It's plastered all over the news, and it makes its way back to Jack and Maddie Fast, who are now completely convinced their son died on a brief trip they took to Gotham 7 years ago, and came back as a ghost who just didn't know he was dead. When they try to bring up the topic with Danny, as gently as they could, they wind up learning that he's Phantom and start to think it's a split personality type deal. One is their son trying to grieve his own death and failing because he thinks he's still alive, and the other is their son trying to live up to them as ghost hunters and trying to be the hero his kid self must have thought they were. They're torn up and grief-stricken and try contacting Bruce about retrieving their son's body. Bruce is freaking out because he thinks he just convinced people who may have been looking for their son for years that their kid is dead, and maybe he is. Oh god. And Amity Park nonsense is keeping him from finding anything about the half-living Danny, now attending community college. Jack and Maddie are freaking out because they don't want to let go of their son, but also this can't be healthy for any of them or for Danny's soul. He needs to move on, and they need time to rethink everything they've ever thought about ghosts to grieve. And Danny's freaking out because he thinks Brucey Wayne, ditz extraordinaire, unless his kids are involved, clueless to a fault. Brucey somehow figured out he was a ghost and outed him to his parents? Not cool, man.